Welcome back, guys. I have a rather odd looking lure to share with you today, and what better place to fish it than this beautiful stretch of river right here that also just happens to be loaded with peanut bunker and hopefully some aggressive predatory fish as well. And the lure I'm talking about is the hybrid pencil popper. Very cool looking lure, caught my attention about 2 years ago on Facebook, and a couple months ago I finally broke down and bought the thing. It actually does not match the hatch at all right now. They're feeding on peanut bunker that are about this big, and obviously this looks absolutely nothing like that. So the challenge for today's video is to see if we can get these blitzing fish that are actually starting up as I speak to hit this lure that looks absolutely nothing like what they're feeding on. Okay, we're gonna clip this thing on. And I absolutely love these tactical angler's clips right here for fishing lures. I think this is a 75-pound one, perfect for a lure this size. I would highly recommend these to anyone who hasn't tried them yet. It saves you so much time tying knots, especially during a blitz like this. You really don't want to waste that time. But my favorite thing about this lure is how it casts. I got that one. Oh, this one's got a little bit of fight to it. Alright guys, that's a solid little bluefish on the hybrid pencil popper. And that poor lure is made out of wood. So not looking as nice as it did when I got out here. But that's a nice little fish to start the trip off with. I don't bite my toes. Alright guys, so I'm unexpectedly out here for day 2. The bite was great yesterday, but the blitz moved a little bit too far away from shore, and by the time it came back it was too dark to film. So we're at a different spot tonight, trying this lure out one more time under the same peanut bunker conditions, trying to see if we can pull a fish on it when it doesn't match the hatch. There we go. Oh my God. Well, that's bluefish number 2 on the hybrid pencil popper. Hoping to get some bass, but you know, it's always fun. This guy's like twice the size of the lure. They'll hit like anything, especially when they're blitzing. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if a bluefish that's like 10 inches long took this thing. But let's get him back. Alright guys, so real quick, I'm going to show you how I'm using this thing. I mentioned it's a hybrid pencil popper, so it's like a little bit different, but I'm going to be using it the same way that I would use a pencil popper. So I'm going to let it rip. Like I said, that thing casts really, really well. Crank up the drag, well, the slack line, and then I'm going to put the main line between my 2 fingers and thumb and hold it against the rod. And this one actually sinks, so you kind of got to do that fast before it dives down. And then once you have that, just real slow enough to keep it on the surface, you use your legs to hold the rod like I'm doing here, and then you just lift the rod tip like that, and it just dances side to side, almost in place. You crank it like a slow to medium speed, and then you, I'd say, move the rod like 1 to 3 times a second if I had to guess. and that just gets the lure to dance right in place while moving slowly, so you know the fish has time to hit it. Okay, we got that one. Okay guys, so didn't get to see the fight on that one. Well, me releasing it anyway. He kind of gave me a hard time getting unhooked. He was hooked kind of in a funky place, so I wasn't concerned with filming it. I just wanted to hurry up, get him off the hook, get him back in the water, and thankfully he swam off. So that's all that really matters. So that's 3 bluefish on this thing. I think that's enough to prove the point that this does work when you're not matching the hatch. But as you can see, I think I'm going to be hanging this guy up and waiting until there's some more bass around because I don't want to destroy it any further.